Welcome to this Evolving Mindfully Pause for Practice. I am so fortunate in this day to be able to step outside of the flow of my work day to be among these amazing stones. The stone, beautiful stone, that the computer is sitting on is a stone that I have done my morning practice on for over a decade every time I've come to visit my friends here in Rhode Island. Um, and it's just a place that holds a steadiness for me and a kind of like markers of sense of self that I have this timeline as I come back here a couple times a year and practice on this rock in the mornings that I'm here through the different weather. I experience, the ways that I have changed, healed, and come into a different quality of relationship with myself and the world. And it's really beautiful. So it's what I hope that these pause for practices, these 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that we can weave together as a community, and which is why I offer this, can do for each of us. And that we can create that continuity and that continuum that we can kind of experience ourselves in over time. And it is especially true for me. I find this in these kinds of places where it's not the place it's not my home place, right? I'm there every day doing it, often outside, but it's a different place that I come to with frequency, but it holds like a different point of touching back in for reflection that I really appreciate. And if you have places that do that for you, I would love for you to, share with me and write in response to this email newsletter, or if you're watching this on another platform to communicate there. Okay, so taking our moment to just step aside, be about 10 minutes, 15 minutes here, and letting our feet be on the ground wherever you are. As always, you can choose whether to sit, to stand, to lie while you engage this. You can modify any of the movement, breath, or visualization suggestions that I'll offer to be accessible to you wherever you are and to give you what you need, right? You may have been very active already today and want to be more settled. You may have been very settled and stagnant physically during much of your day, and you want to, stand up and move and stretch in the way that I'll invite. So accommodate yourself and just take a moment and allow yourself to begin to just kind of roll your shoulders, reaching forward and up and back. And as you do, just let your eyes kind of roll around the space. If you can go outside as we're doing this, that's great. If you can be near a window to get a view, maybe on some treetops, or you can look and glance at the trees behind me if you'd like. And now just take the hips and legs and just bring that a little bit more. So you're bending at the hips, bending at the knees, and then roll through the front of the body like a wave, like you're opening the front of your body, rolling the shoulders and letting go and coming into a little bit of a curl. So make that bigger, let the breath grow with it. Take about 3 more like this. Press through the heels, roll through the spine. Open, draw the tailbone down. The glutes come in and contract to support the opening of the front body, the hips, all the way up through the belly. And then feel that sense of like rolling up, opening up, stretching up from tail to the tip of your head. And last time, one more time, rolling up, pressing through your feet, rolling the shoulders, letting the tailbone drop, letting the front of your body open. Let your arms come up and rise around. And as you exhale, take your hands and reach them. You may only be able to kind of stretch back into straight arm back through the fists. You may be able to clasp the hands behind your back and press. Take your the thumbs, if you have the fists, you can take the fists. If you have the clasp, you can take the clasp and place it right on the hips. Pardon me, the tailbone in between the hips, and just press forward. Again, you can tighten your glutes and lift through the tightening of the glutes, the contraction to support the low back, opening your hip flexors, opening your thighs, the quadriceps, this area of our body that as we sit, right, it's always in a flexion, and we want to open it up here, create space, and then slowly press the arms down if they're clasped or if they're just in the fist, and get them pushing down as you come up. Draw the abs back in, so to bring your spine back to a neutral spine, and then just open up. Take a moment and just stand in mountain pose, and just let your eyes gently come to a closed position. You could take a seat here now if you'd like. We're going to take a little breath exercise and then a little visualization orientation in our minds, a practice of concentration, non-judgmental awareness. But just notice first your body breathing, and just let your mouth drop open a little bit, the jaw relax, let your brow relax, let your tissues and tendons and muscles, all the soft part of you, let it relax and just kind of melt gently around the structure of you, the bones, whether you're seated, standing, lying. Tilt your chin towards your chest slightly. Let the crown of your head come up a little bit. And then you can close your mouth. And now focusing just on the inhale. Draw your inhale up through the nose. Feel it come down the throat and direct it down into the center of your energy body, which in some traditions is located just between the pelvic floor and the belly button, and then kind of right inside of the cavity of the body there, in that abdominal lower sort of digestional, reproductive body system. And just focus like your breath is coming in, it's down the throat, it's down the chest, and it's pinging right in the center of your energetic body. And as you inhale, it's pinging in there and it's creating space, circular space, like an orb. And as you inhale, expands out and brings some new energy, some expansive energy into this place in your body, in your energetic body. And at the top of the inhale, to whatever degree that breath has opened this orb and created space, you hold that as you exhale and let the body just soften. All the tissues just gently soften. And then with the next inhale, you draw it in again and bring it in. It's like you're filling a balloon, right? You take that inhale, the edges, the surface of this orb, of this balloon, of this energy that's moving from your energetic center 360 degrees all the way around. And then as you exhale, like with a balloon, you hold, right? You pinch it so that the space stays filled, even as you let the breath out. And take two more like that, just to whatever degree you can, however this is moving in you. You're just drawing clear pranic energy intentionally down into the center of your energetic body, and you're filling it out, creating space, vivifying. And you're holding that space open as you exhale. And you can release that with the next exhale and just notice what you notice. After this focused direction of your breath, and after this active imaginal visualization to support this relationship that we have with our energetic bodies, with our nervous systems, with our respiratory, circulatory, all of our systems have an automatic, right? They have an automatic mode. They run so that we live. We don't have to consciously direct it. And yet we can, right? We can slip in to these systems and we can exercise influence through our breath, through the direction of our attention, our attentiveness, through our own care. And just taking a moment, letting your body just be in this state and noticing whatever you notice, however that shifted your physical, energetic presence state at this moment. And then just you can let, again, if the chin wants to draw down slightly, creating a little length in the back of your body, check your spine, that it's alert and open without stress or tension. It's just a gentle hint of a smile on your face, and your eyes are gently closed, brow is relaxed. And just dropping into that practice of non-judgmental awareness. Just shifting from that mode of interpreting, speculating, judging. Those functions are all useful at times, and there's also a deep nourishment and usefulness in letting those go and being in the perceptive mode that precedes conclusion drawing, analysis. We'll just take about 2 minutes in silence and just noticing thoughts as they arise, noticing your physical sensations without attaching to them, identifying with them, analyzing them, just noticing, like clouds moving gently across a blue sky. Thoughts move across the mind, sensations come and go in the body. And you just practice that non-judgmental observational awareness. And just noticing in this moment where your attention was resting, where your thoughts have taken you, or just the state of your body. And then with the next few breaths, just placing in your hands quality of touch that expresses presence, Like if you could touch yourself or anyone with a quality of touch that expressed a felt experience of what non-judgmental awareness feels like, to be held in a true attentiveness, like an awareness, to have the presence placed upon you of yourself, that is just expressing that openness to be with, before judgment, before analysis, free of all prescriptions and prescriptions, assumptions, qualifiers. And when you feel like you can feel that quality in your hands, just choose a place on your body to just gently place your hands there. Just receive. Receive that quality of touch that expresses, I'm here with you, free and attentive, without judgment, just really presence, caring presence. Just take a few breaths and just let yourself receive that. And then maybe bring into your mind's eye someone, another person in your life who you may encounter in the next day or two, who it would be welcome. You don't even have to know you're doing it, but someone who, if you touch them with this quality somewhere on their body, arm, hand, shoulder, back, in just a gesture that this holds for you now. And just bringing that person into your mind's eye and maybe making a little like, okay, I'm going to do that, just a commitment to yourself, and just to notice how they receive it without words. You don't have to say anything. And with the next exhale, just let your hands come down gently to the sides of your body. As you inhale, lift your arms up and around, over to the top of your head in Anjali Mudra, and just bring them down to your third eye. Pause for a moment. May this practice support you to perceive with more open, non-judgmental awareness. Take an inhale down the nose to your lips. May this practice support us to speak inwardly in our own inner dialogue and outwardly in a way that is aligned with our intentions, our values. Take a deep inhale and to the heart. May this practice support your heart to feel more nourished and more able to stay strong and present and clear, even through the things that are very challenging and difficult in our lives and in our world. Sending you blessings and hope to see and hear from you soon. I'm going to give my rock a hug. Mwah.